Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am out today at Dedication Point at the Snake River Canyon with everybody's favorite new drone, the little DJI Neo. Now, I'm going to fly with the controller today. This is actually my second flight with the drone. I'm just going to see how it flies like a conventional drone. There's a little bit of a breeze out here, fairly mild day, but there's a little bit of wind, so we're going to be very cognizant of that, of course. But let's just take this drone up. Let's fly it around. We'll try it on this side of the canyon first, and if it looks good, we'll send it over the edge a little ways and take a look at the canyon. Now, I'm not going to do anything dumb, right? This is a really light little drone, and it could definitely get blown around by the wind. So I'm not going to send it, 200 meters out into the canyon or anything like that. But we are going to get some good views of the Snake River Canyon. And yeah, that's about it. It's got, fairly short flight time, so it's not like this is going to be a long flight. Yeah, let's just quit messing around and let's get this bird in the air. I'm going to turn the camera around. I got somebody flying with me today that a few people may know. From Lauren from the Calgary Drone Group is here visiting in Idaho, and he is actually flying his Mavic 3 right now, Mavic 3 Pro, and he's getting some pictures of the canyon and so forth. But at any rate, he's gonna do a hand catch. I need to turn the camera around. Here we go. That's a patented Lauren Donauer hand catch. He's really good at that. But in any case, this is probably one of the only times you'll ever see the Neo take off of a landing pad. So let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. Okie dokie, I've got the drone fired up and got a screen recorder started. So you can see we're in a recommended zone. The Morley Nelson Birds of Prey. We're going to click on Go Fly. And obviously it recognized that it was the Neo. Let's look at the safety menu now. I haven't been through this. Return to home is set at 30 meters, which is plenty for where we're at. So we don't need to touch any of that. And compass is normal. IMU is normal. We can look at the battery. Battery's looking good. So no reason not to take off. Of course, we're shooting. You look at the bottom of the screen there, 4K, 30 frames per second. Let's start recording. I mean, this is just very like any other DJI drone. So we're starting recording, and it will do an auto takeoff. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and hit take off. And there's the little drone. It just still never ceases to amaze me. What a cute little drone. And yeah, you feel like you're flying something bigger. You were looking into the sun here, so that's why I'm kind of shaded. But let's bring the guy in here and see if we can get a good look at it in flight. Bring it in front of the camera. And it's very, very stable, so pretty good. So what are we going to do now? It feels really good. We're going to do our droney, right? So I'm going to drop the camera down a little and reverse and up. And you know what? You know what it feels like? It feels like a DJI drone. And I'm vectoring it out over the canyon, and I'm looking at the drone, very, very stable. Not seeing it get blown around at all. No wind warnings, etc. So we're going to back it out a little further over the canyon, and you can see where we're standing at on the canyon wall here. And I think the video looks quite good. So it's facing into the sun right now, or vaguely into the sun. So that's not going to be the best picture. Now I'm not going to go way out over the river like I normally would. Number one, this doesn't have the kind of battery power that you would want to fly at any great distance. They tell us, I think Lauren's here with me, 10-kilometer range, I think. Yes. I can't imagine flying, even attempting to fly this drone that far. That's not what it's designed for. But I guess what I'm trying to prove here is that it can be used like a conventional drone. You don't have to just use it as a selfie drone or whatever. So I think that's a little bit of the genius of what DJI did. It's kind of an all-around product. So this is going to look a lot better because we're flying with the sun at the back of the drone. And as my friend Ron Brown tells me, any camera looks good with the sun at its back. So I think that's probably true. This little guy, you know, when I was flying it the other day, it felt good. We're out, we're not going to go too far. We're out over 300 meters. Let's get it out about 300. And by the way, I can stay, so we're out 350 meters. I'm going to come back over the side of the canyon here. There's, I'm not gonna push my luck too hard because there's just no point in that, right? So this is fall, and you can see kind of the high desert here in Idaho. It's pretty brown. It definitely starts turning brown this time of year. And there is fire danger. In fact, Lauren is visiting from Calgary, and we were going to go out to Lucky Peak Reservoir, but big fire up there, and so yeah, we're not going to be able to do that because they really serious fire going on. And you can see how this stuff, if somebody dropped a match in this, it would just go up like, you know, so it's not good. But anyway, let's take this, and we're 75% battery, so you know, doing better than what I thought as far as battery power. Now we've been flying, or I started recording about 4 minutes ago, so that's 4 minutes flight time. The drone has been on for somewhat before that, but let's kind of bring it back down. One of my favorite things to do. And we're at top speed here in normal mode. It's about 4 meters per second. We'll throw it in sport mode just for the fun of it to see what it does here, but let's just come back over the top and come right over the top of where Lauren and I are standing here. A little bit of a strafing run, right? There we go. There's the little drone. And let me tell you what, I'm sure you guys can probably hear it on the mic. It definitely whines. Isn't that the way you describe it, Lauren? A whine?
I would call it a whine.
Yeah.
But no cheese.
But no cheese, exactly. One of my favorite things to do is fly along the edge of the canyon here. I always think that makes for a dramatic shot. And again, I gotta say, I'm flying this like a camera bird, and it's doing just fine. Let's throw it into sport mode here, and let's see what we can do speed-wise. Well, that helps. Boy, that got us up to, yeah, it goes pretty, there's 7 meters, almost 7 meters per second. That is about 18 miles an hour or so, 17, 18 miles an hour. Let's turn it around here and bring it back to us. And by the way, I just realized just then I was facing directly away from the drone. We had no signal issues whatsoever. So yeah, let's grab some altitude here and get a look. So anybody that's watched my channel has seen this before. That is the parking area right there that you park at to drive down into or to walk into Dedication Point. And off in the distance there is the Boise front, and that is where the big fire was yesterday. And I still see some smoke there, so it's evidently still burning. Yeah, I'm thinking sport mode is the way to fly this little guy. It's moving along pretty good. So I guess the point being that it's not just, it isn't just a selfie drone. Like I said, I'm flying it like I would any other camera drone right now, and it's perfectly stable. We've had no wind warnings, although there's not a lot of wind today. There is some wind. No wind warnings, and it's handling it just fine. I'm going to bring it right back over the top of us here again and go over the canyon. You can see Lauren taking some pictures there. I'm going to drop the camera down as we go. And we're still at 52% battery. Out over the canyon. A little bit of a fast yaw there because I'm in sport mode. Again, one of my favorite looks is being right on the edge of the canyon. I always think that looks really dramatic and looks good. Okay, we're going to fly it out here for a ways, and we're going to hit return to home. I'm not going to press my luck. It's at, we're at, well, 47% battery right now. I'm going to throw it back into normal mode. And that definitely slows the drone down, and it's not pitching as hard. But let's see if we can turn it around here and bring it back to us. In fact, I'm going to drop some altitude here and give you a look at the side of the canyon here. I guess what we're kind of proving here is that you can get some cinematic shots with the little Neo. Okie dokie, picking that camera back up a little bit, and I'm going to hit return to home. I'm going to do it on the control or on the app, hitting return to home now. And let's just see how it, you know what? I didn't realize it. This has the green line, the augmented reality line. Normally, DJI has saved that for their more expensive drones, but look at this. We've got it on the little Neo, and this drone does not pretend to have any kind of precision landing, so that's not what we're going to expect. But
It's the little drone with more surprises than you know.
yeah, I don't know if you heard that. Lauren said it's the little drone with more surprises than you know. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can drop it down on the right on the pad here, and we're at 34% battery as we speak. So, and we've been flying for almost 10 minutes. So, I'm going to say battery power. That's as expected, and that, you know, it was me dropping the camera straight down there, or as down as it'll go, and the drone is coming down right on top of Lauren's head, pretty much, as I can see right now. We'll hit the pause button as it gets close here. And pause. Let me see if I can. It even has the drone shadow, which is cool. Let's see if we can. I'm going to throw it in cine mode. See if I can get it right over the pad. Back it up just a little bit. I think we're right on that H. Yeah, I got the camera going. I'm going to hit. It's how high are we? We're about 4 meters high. So I'm going to, or according to this anyway, I don't think it's quite that high. I'm going to say that's more like 3 meters high, but I'm going to pull straight down on the left stick, straight down. And we'll see if this guy will drop right on that pad. And it picks up the camera just like a bigger drone as it comes down. And look at that, right on the H. Well, that seemed to work quite well. I mean, we just proved it just then, going over the side of the canyon. So I'm not sure if my mic picked up what Lauren said, but he said the latest firmware improved the stability and station keeping of the drone, and I think we definitely showed it there. Let me get it all shut down, and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okie dokie. So the little DJI Neo, it's full of surprises, isn't it? You know, just talking here to Lauren, we're saying that, hey, very, very stable, and it's breezy here right now. It's not like it's super windy, but you know, over the canyon, you get that Venturi effect in the canyon. Didn't seem to affect the drone whatsoever. No wind warnings. Didn't hear any weird noises out of it like it was trying to stay stable. And by the way, you can hear it. When I was out there at 350 meters away, I could still hear the drone. So it does make a little bit And it's not like it's loud, but it's that high-pitched whine. In fact, Lauren was just fired up his Mavic 3 right now, and I'm going to say it's way quieter than this drone. You know, I'm listening to him. I don't know if you guys are going to hear it. He just took off. Well, it is way quieter than this little Neo. But that's not a knock. I mean, it is what it is. It's got these little propellers. But what did we prove today? We showed that, you know, if this is kind of an all-around product. Yeah, you can use it as a selfie drone, tracking drone, that sort of thing. You can even do the FPV stuff. I'm looking forward to try that. I've got the Goggles 3 and the motion controller. I'm definitely going to try that with this little drone. But you can even use it as a camera drone. You're out on a hike, you're camping, you're doing something. It's kind of a drone for all seasons. So, and I thought the video, I mean, I was just looking at it on my FPV screen. It looked good, but the video that I looked at the other day looked good. Now, is it the same as your Mavic 3 Pro? No, it is not. But is it good enough? I'd say in most cases, it's good enough. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed getting a look at the Snake River Canyon in the fall here. Beautiful fall day. So that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And I'm with my friend Lauren Donauer over there, flying his drone. So yeah, we're just having fun out at the Snake River Canyon today at Dedication Point. So in any case, I so appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now. The little DJI Neo. I'm digging this little guy.